there, I'm Jinx with the Frag and I'm here for Comcast. I'm visiting Montreal, Canada, and I'm going inside the Montreal Ubisoft Studios. It's an award-winning studio with more than 1,500 developers. And today I'm going to show you a little bit behind the Splinter Double Agent game, and I'm going to introduce you to one of the developers of this award-winning series. So come with me inside and let's check it out.
When your job is to live like a criminal.
Riot this evening at Ellsworth Penitentiary led to the escape of inmate Sam Fisher.
The thin line between innocence and guilt
He must be considered armed and extremely dangerous.
disappears.
Hi, I'm here speaking with Blondeau, a game designer on Splinter Double Agent. It's really exciting because Splinter Cell is one of my favorite game franchises ever. So I'm really excited to have the opportunity to speak to you today.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
So first off, what is the premise of Splinter Double Agent? What's it about?
It's about Sam being confronted with a very difficult situation. From the start of the game, you'll learn that a special event happens in his life, which is going to affect him, and it's going to affect a bit of the gameplay throughout the game because he becomes a bit darker. He will undertake missions that are very dangerous. He's like in a setting where he's got nothing to lose anymore, so it revolves around that.
It seems like it's going to be very challenging for the player as well, because to make those choices that Sam is going to have to make.
Yeah, it was challenging for the developers to try to focus on that and deliver that, and yeah, it will be challenging also for the players, I guess.
Yeah. Now, as a game designer, what is your role on the game? What does the game designer do?
What we do mostly is we do write the mechanics of the game. So, what is the game composed of? What are the interactivities the player is gonna, how he's gonna interact with the game? All the mechanics and the rules. It's like the game rules of the game, finally.
And how many people were there total working on Double Agent?
I think at one point we touched around like 150, 160 people.
That's so many
At
people.
the end, but it was much less than the year before. Well, on Chaos Theory, we had 2 teams on Xbox and 1 on PS2, and each of them had like 150 people around. So there was like 300 people for both platforms.
Is there one particular aspect of the game that has been particularly exciting or challenging for you to work on?
Oh, there was a lot of aspects that were really challenging to work on. Well, the co-op part for myself, it was a really big challenge. How to improve the co-op, like how to add new moves, justify new moves, and cooperation between both agents. There's something that the team did that was really, really cool, is changing the hacking system, and it works more with frequencies now, where you need to match frequencies. Okay. And I really like the gameplay. I really like the feeling to it.
How did you get into games in the first place?
It was an accident.
Isn't it for all of us?
Yeah, well, especially then, because when I started about like 8 years ago, there was no schools or universities that offered programs in that domain, you know. So a lot of people the old ones from the old times, the old timers, well, we all have different backgrounds. My background is more coming from the architecture and computer graphic design. What really motivated me about the games industry is that the mediums I used to study on were really static, and what I liked about games, and it was all the dynamic side, the interactivity that the medium offered.
The people who are coming into the industry now, how are they different from how they were 8 years ago?
They're more prepared.
They're
more prepared because in Montreal we start opening schools and campuses that are linked to a university program or a college program. So there's a lot of people starting to go into that field and get courses about game design, level design, the art in games and stuff like that.
So how do you think that working in the industry is going to evolve in the future? How do you think the jobs are going to change?
I think people are going to be more and more specialized. For example, some teams here require to have 8 game designers at the same time on the project because the kind of mechanics and what the game is, the design of the game requires that much effort. And when you have that, imagine 8 game designers on the same project. Well, everybody specializes in something: AI, story, camera, etc. Nowadays, we often design a game that's going to be ported on a lot of platforms, so the team grows bigger and bigger all the time.
So where do you see game development going in the future?
For the next generation, what would be really cool to push forward would be the community. You know, the communication between players, and offer more tools for the players to meet up, challenge themselves, and communicate and prepare for clans like matches and stuff like that. All aspects of communication.
Now, you're a mother. You have a 5-year-old son?
Yeah, exactly.
How does that change your outlook on gaming, your perception of it?
William, my son, is fascinating because he's like my little laboratory rat, you know, where because you know, I've been observing him since he was just starting to have conscience of his environment and the games he used to do with little objects, and you see that each year he evolves and he gets to understand the game and needs more challenge every year and stuff like that. I'm going to learn a lot from him, and he's going to be my personal little tester.
I hope you enjoyed learning about the game as much as I did. I'll see you next time.
My name is Sam Fisher. I am a double agent. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell double agent.